Pat, clearly there's a lot of bad political blood flowing through our nation's capital, and one relationship can be described as love-hate, and that's the one that exists between President Trump and the major media. David Brody takes a closer look at this never-ending roller coaster ride.
Media outlets like CNN and MSNBC are fake news.
Here's some real news. President Trump likes going after the mainstream media, even calling them the enemy of the American people. And his opponent doesn't mind punching back.
We are not fake news. We are not failing news organizations. And we are not the enemy of the American people.
The gloves came off at the president's very first press conference.
The public doesn't believe you people anymore. Where are you from?
BBC.
Okay. Here's another beauty.
It's a good line. Impartial, free and fair.
Yeah, sure.
Mr. President.
Just like CNN, right? Oh, this is going to be a bad question, but that's okay. I want to find a friendly reporter.
Good luck finding that. A Media Research Center study shows that 89% of the Trump coverage by the major media networks is negative. Former campaign manager Corey Lewandowski believes this treatment is intentional.
They want to highlight what they perceive to be failures. This is exactly what they did during the campaign. They said the president would never run. He could never be successful. The campaign was in shambles. It wasn't sophisticated enough. And the American people stepped up and said, we want Donald Trump, and they voted for him.
Lewandowski says all President Trump wants is a fair shake and the whole story to be told.
When he does a long interview with a major publication, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, all he asks for is don't edit it, just print it verbatim. And if you do that, he believes that to be a fair interview. And I agree with him. It's when they cut it up and they chop it up and they don't run the full context of what he's saying is where usually the media, tends to perpetuate a narrative which isn't true from the president.
But there's pushback from the mainstream media team.
He loves the media in many ways as much as he hates it.
Paul Farhi is the Washington Post media reporter.
Well, I think Trump makes a very big show of disliking us, disrespecting us, and disparaging us. But in fact, I think secretly, or maybe not so secretly, he really likes us, loves the attention, has used that attention for his own advancement, and has really courted the media in a lot of ways.
He sure has. Trump courts the media using handwritten notes to either praise or blast them. But he definitely works the room.
Trump is a very sophisticated media animal. He has worked with the New York media, which is the most intense, for decades. He knows his way around, and he knows how to utilize the media to get his message out.
So will we continue to see this daily soap opera drama play out the next 4 years? Jake Sherman is with Politico.
Donald Trump is 70 years old. He's not going to change. So if we're looking for some sort of major course correction or major shift in dynamics, we're not going to get that. This is, he is who he is, and you're not going to change that at this point in the game.
The one thing Donald Trump could look to change is this country's libel and slander laws that make it easier to sue reporters and media outlets over their stories. That could be the next step in this escalating fight. David Brody, CBN News, Washington.